Yo, are you on your first year of working on holiday in Australia and anxious about how to find an hospitality work to complete your second year visa, or even struggle trying to find a job to complete your hours? Well, I have been there too. I managed to land 2 jobs in just the first week when I was arriving in Cairns. So in this video, I will show you exactly how I did it. So just stick around. Let's go. Okay, so let's get back inside because outside is super hot and the bird is just like okay, all good. Okay, let's get back to the topic. I applied for more than 60 places online and on site in just 3 days, and I landed for trial in my first week. In this video, we will dive into hospitality job market in Cairns, the strategy I used to get the job offer this quick, and what to avoid once you got your first job. Yeah, let's go. First, let's talk about my visa, Cairns in general, and the situation here. I am in my first year of working a holiday visa and decided to come to Cairns to collect my second year. In order to extend your second year visa, you will have to meet 3 conditions. First and second is to complete your 88 days of specified work. And third, the work have to be in eligible area in Australia. Most people will do either farm or hospitality work, but you can also do other type of work as well, such as natural disaster recovery. I will put the link in the description for more details. And if you have any questions, just feel free to leave it in the comment section and I will try my best to answer it. For hospitality work, the eligible area are the remote and very remote area. So these areas mostly are located in the northern part of Australia. Now let's talk about Cairns in general. Cairns is a popular travel spot known for the Great Barrier Reef and the rainforest. So it means that they will have a lot of job opportunity as well as the competition, because all of the working holiday people would fly here to find a job to extend their visa as well. Initially, I did not consider coming to Cairns at all because I would prefer going to somewhere that is less saturated. So I looked for a job in other towns like Darwin and Townsville. However, Cairns has one thing I need that other town doesn't have, which is the bouldering gym. So this is the main reason why I choose Cairns. So if you love bouldering, just come to Cairns. Yeah, in my opinion, Cairns is the most popular spot for the work and holiday visa holder. A lot of my friends come to Cairns and I heard from them that it is really hard to find a job. They say they normally use on average of 2 weeks or 1 month to just find the hospitality work that could count for the hours. So I was very worried when I was first planning to fly here. But when I landed here, I found that yes, it is super competitive, but there is still plenty of opportunity out there. So the key is to know where to look and how to apply. How can you make your application stand out from other candidates? Of course, if you know someone or have some connection, things will be much easier. But even you don't have any connection or friends here, or if you don't have any experience, just don't worry. Because I know a lot of my friends just fly here straight from their country and they are doing completely different things before they are flying here to find hospitality jobs. But eventually they found a job. So for you who doesn't have any connection or experienced, so just understand that it does take time. So if you prepare your budget and prepare that it's gonna take time, this journey will not be that stressful for you. And once you fly in here, it will be much easier for you to find like a connection, to find a friends, because there is a lot of working holiday people out here and they are super nice and I'm sure that they are happy to help you. Or me, yeah, reach out to me. And bumpy. Now I will share the strategy I used of how I'm getting 2 jobs in the first week of arriving in Cairns. A bit of the background first. I have been working as an all-rounder and barista in the Sydney airport for 6 months before I fly into Cairns, and my initial goal is to find a job as soon as possible, collect my 88 days and just fly back to Sydney, because at first, initially, I don't know if I'm gonna like it here, and I definitely want to go back to Sydney as soon as possible. So the strategy I crafted is like, how could I possibly find a job as soon as possible? So the first thing I do is I applying online before I came here to Cairns. The platform I use is mostly Seek or Facebook, and I'm targeting the reception jobs for hotels, cafes, and restaurants. But this method personally does not work for me at all, but I will just encourage you to try to do it anyways, because you will learn something about it. For example, I applied to many places, but no one reached back to me. So I started to look back into my resume and refine it to make it better. And sometimes I got a rejection emails saying that they are not looking for a temporary visa holder. So now you know that this kind of job, you shouldn't be wasting your time to, because they are not looking for a working holiday visa. And the second approach is to follow the Facebook job board once you are in Cairns. And this method has been the most effective method for me. So once I arrive here in Cairns, I would normally just go check the Facebook in every 1 or 2 hours if someone is posting that they are looking for a staff. Whenever I saw that, I would just send my resume immediately and try my best to go to the shop or the restaurant to hand in my resume in person as soon as possible, either in the same day of the post or the next day. And just remember that there will be many people come in to hand the resume in person as well. So think about how you can stand out from other candidates. So the method I use is to first prepare my pitch. Just for example, I would just go in and say, "Hi, I am Ruby. I just came from Sydney and I work as a barista and all-rounder for 6 months in Sydney Airport." And the second thing is to be nice and active to everyone, but mainly just try to find the manager or the restaurant owner, because they have the decision-making authority. So by making them remember you is also the important thing, but just don't forget about other staff as well. Yeah, so just try your best to make everyone in the shop remember you, because what I know from my second job, they say after they post that they are looking for the staff, they receive 60 resume on that day. So I think the way that I pitch myself and being friendly to everyone makes everyone remember me, so they pick my resume up and call me for the trial. So that's give me a chance to go to the trial and get a job. And the third one is to go to hand in the resume door to door. So I went to the shopping center or Esplanade to just hand in my resume. I would go in and normally ask, "Hi, one quick question. Are you guys hiring? Are you guys looking for a staff?" And 99.99% will say, "No, we are not looking for staff, but just hand in your resume anyways." And the second thing is to just be nice to the staff as well, because sometimes they are just being super nice to us by helping us. Like, you can go to check out the pub next door, maybe they are hiring, or this restaurant next to us will be open at the end of the month, and they even gave me a contact number. So yeah, even though it's not really work for me, but at least just try it anyways. Some of my friends just get a job from doing this method. So in summary, using the method of applying online before you are even in Cairns, following the Facebook job board to just hand in your resume in person, and going door to door can significantly increase your chances to find a job quickly. So now let's discuss on what to avoid after you land your first job. I learned this the hard way by getting fired from my first job right after I told them that I have my second jobs. So I just tell them my availability 2 weeks in advance, and then they just cancel everything and tell me not to come to work anymore. So now I'm jobless for 2 weeks. Yay! Okay, but anyways, long story short, I got my first job from the Facebook job posting. They called me to the trial on my first day when I was in Cairns and got the job offer after that. And they told me they would start with only 15 hours a week, but there was a possibility of increasing my hours in the future, but no promises. Then I thought, okay, cool. At least I have something to do on my first week, and 15 hours is okay for me at the beginning. And I just assumed that it would be 5 hours a day, 3 days a week, or something like that. But actually, they only gave me three hours a day and 5 days a week. And in this restaurant, they have morning, afternoon, dinner shift. So my schedule is just like having 3 hours time blocking my calendar, and it's just super hard for me to even plan my life and to just find my second job. But I just find the second job anyways, and then 4 days later I got the second job in the same way as I get my first job, so through the Facebook job posting, and then go for a trial and then get an offer. But for my second job, the condition is that they can give me the full working hour 3 weeks later because one of their staff is going back to their country. So I was the one who's going to replace that. For now, they will only need me once or twice a week. So I was managing to work in these two jobs in my second week and managed to increase my hours from 15 hours to 23, I guess. And then in my third week, I saw that my first cafe just increased my hours from 15 to 25 hours. So it's like, oh, finally they increased my hour. And then I want to be nice and responsible for them as well by telling my availability 2 weeks in advance that I'm not going to be available Monday to Friday, morning and afternoon shift, but I will be available in other shifts. So I took a deep breath and text my boss my availability. But instead of them understanding me, turns out that they just remove all my shifts that have been published in the roster and tell me that you don't have to come to work anymore. So I was super shocked because I did not expect that they are going to just say bye-bye to me. I thought there will be more compromising way to do this. Anyways, I just want to warn you guys, like for those of you who doesn't have that much time left, just be very mindful about the risk of being a casual worker. I'm not saying that you should leave your employer without any notice because not everyone is going to be like this, but please be mindful that this thing might happen. All right, let's summarize everything. So for me, Facebook job board has been the most effective way for me to find a job because first you are already in Cairns and you have the advantage of being able to hand in a resume by yourself in person, which this makes much difference. And by seeing that they are looking for a worker, you know that you have a chance of getting a job rather than going door to door or applying online through like Seek. And the second thing is to understand that it takes time to find a job. So just don't stress out. At first, I was really stressed because my goal is to find a job as soon as possible and then get away from here. But after I've been here for 3 weeks, I started to like it more here, right? Yeah, I started to like it more here and wouldn't mind if I have to stay here longer because I was trying to enjoy the journey, and Cairns is beautiful. Like there will be a beautiful cycling track, beautiful view, and so just enjoy the nature here. But for those who don't really have time to collect their second year, in my next video, I will share the template I use to just count the hours for the 88 days because this has been a controversial topic about how your work hours count towards 88 days. Yeah, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye! 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 Bye!